Chips Ahoy gets strange today on the candy aisle. Hi everyone, my name is Jeff, and this is another review from the candy aisle. That's right! It's the YouTube channel that reviews candies and chocolates you know and love. Been kicking for over 10 years here on YouTube, by the way. Just a note, I don't know. I hope everyone is having a great day. Today we're looking at the Chips Ahoy Chewy Stranger Things edition. Very exciting, I guess. If you're into Stranger Things, that show has been on for such a long time, but not on for such a long time. Do you know what I mean? It's this constant problem with streaming shows. They're, 6 episodes and 2 years in between 6 episodes long, and then you binge it, and then it's 2 years between every season. Remember how long ago Stranger Things started? Well, as of this recording, the final season is about to begin. And I guess Netflix decided to make a partnership with Nabisco on this Chips Ahoy cookie, which is great. It is great. My only problem with it, and I feel like I think I'm a season behind on Stranger Things. I just by the time the next season rolls around, my whole life may have changed. That's kind of the thing. I've moved on. I've watched, 150 movies, whatever. You know what I mean? I've watched, dozens and dozens of other shows. The streaming landscape has wildly changed since Stranger Things began. And it just took so long to come out that, maybe in retrospect, people will go back and they'll say, well, let's just watch Stranger Things, and you could just watch the entire series as a whole and be like, wow, that was great. Because frankly, Stranger Things is a great show. And I don't want to bag on it. This cookie looks totally fine. But I'm just saying, I have a problem with the format rather than the content of Stranger Things. And many, high-end premiere kind of Netflix or whatever streaming shows. Okay, enough ranting. Let's look at this cookie. So this is a tie-in cookie, obviously, to promote the final season of Stranger Things. I don't believe they've ever done this before. I live in Canada, which is why there's both French on the packaging. So this is a Chips Ahoy Chewy, but that's also why it says Christie here. There's a whole backstory to that, but it's not that complicated a backstory. Basically, they bought a company called Christie, and they were so popular that in Canada, Nabisco still labels many of their cookie products under Christie. Okay, I guess that's the whole backstory in a nutshell. This is the Stranger Things limited edition cookie. My understanding is that this is fudge chips that are red, I guess, and then it has a strawberry chewy the chewy filling. The filling here, the filled chewy, right? Chewy? Are there chewies that are not filled? I think all the chewies are filled, right? And Chips Ahoy? I'm not crazy. Chewy doesn't actually mean filled, right? You should call it Chips Ahoy filled if it's a filled cookie. Anyway, this part here that's usually milk chocolate or some sort of ganache or something is strawberry filling, which apparently is a first for Chips Ahoy. What else is on this packaging? Biscuits, yeah, and then it's been enlarged. So, and then they've got little designs of things from Stranger Things, right? So this is kind of we're going into the upside down here, and then the red is apparently. This is just what I heard. This is not even this is what AI told me. So I am assuming that it pulled it from the press release that the red represents the rifts between our world and the upside down. Maybe you don't watch Stranger Things. It's a whole, it's a whole thing. Just get with it, guys. This show's been on forever and ever. It's worth watching. I'll say that. Nutrition facts, nutrition. I don't know. It's just stuff. Guys, it's a Chips Ahoy cookie. Let's just try it. Have I reviewed Chips Ahoy Chewy on the channel? Great question. Great question that we might never know the answer to. Whoo, look at that. Look at that. Okay. Hold on it. Hold your horses. Okay, there we go. Oh, that's a mess. What happened there? Something went wrong. The riff's gone wild. Very interesting. So some of these, It's a real mishmash of distributions. This one probably looks the most like photogenic of them. But like, look, this one has none of the red chips on the top. So it's like, it looks like that's probably the fudge chip. So are these red like strawberry chips or like excess strawberry goo? Or is it the rift leaking through? Anyway, this one, like, it doesn't have, like, I believe they're in here. It's just, they're not at the surface. Okay, here's our nice photogenic. Doesn't look quite as photogenic as that one, but that's okay. Let's do a break and have a look at it. Smells fine. And there's the inside. Wow, far less consistent than here. It's a little bit less impressive when you're just like looking at the real thing, which always surprised me. Like, I mean, I guess the packaging is to get you to buy it. Let's give this a shot. I mean, it's a chocolate chip Chips Ahoy. It's a Chips Ahoy. It's gonna be good. No, what is that? That's weird. Oh. Something like almost nutty about this. I don't know if I like this. It's got a nice chocolate. Like, the chocolate part is totally fine. If a little rich, perhaps. But I have a feeling, I'm trying to remember, like, it's been a minute since I've had a Chips Ahoy, but like a dark Chips Ahoy, but I have a feeling that the dark Chips Ahoy cookies, like the chocolate Chips Ahoy cookies, have a tendency generally to be overly rich. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if, generally speaking, all Chips Ahoys are a little overly rich, overly sweet. I wouldn't necessarily say sweet, but rich. A little much. Perhaps that's the fudge chips rather than the milk chocolate chips. Yeah. Also, the fudge chips add a weird texture here that's a bit harder. And that's maybe where I'm getting some of that nutty flavoring, that nutty allusion to nuttiness is the sort of there's a bit of a crispiness to these chips, considering the rest of the cookie is very like soft baked, chewy. It's the strawberry though that's the interesting part. It's It's not as good as I thought it would be. You know what? It's not the chips. It's the red stuff on the outside. It's not these chips that are too hard. It's not. It's the red when it's made its way to the outside. It's like almost candied. Like it cooked too much. Whatever that material is. There you go. That's a nice clean looking red line right in the middle. But I don't think, first of all, this is barely filled. Like, there's not enough in here. Second of all, what's the deal with this? What is this? It's not like it's not a jam, which is what it should be. I mean, it wouldn't look like this if it was a jam, obviously. Like, this is like a weird, bright, Netflix red. Although this is not actually Netflix red, is it? This is much more like a pinkish color than dark red and like Netflix color. Well, hold on. No, those colors are way off, right? It does add a flavor. Like, it does add another layer to the flavoring, the strawberry, but I don't think it works. I don't think it works because I think that the cookie part and maybe the fudge are too rich. However, that said, it's so interesting that they chose to put fudge chips in here because that's a choice. Why wouldn't they just put milk chocolate chips in here? Other than like to make it darker maybe or something. Like the whole aesthetic is like it's dark. Like, looking. But they would, I think that in a way you're like, well, they care about the flavor profile more. I wonder if they added the fudge chips to add more depth to the flavor, because strawberry does not add enough to stand on its own, and it doesn't mix well enough with the richness of the rest of the flavor. So maybe if you didn't, okay, so imagine this cookie without the fudge chips. I don't think it would be very good. I think it would just be bland. That's what I think, because I don't think the strawberry has enough to it. And I wish it was a jam. I really wish it was a jam. I don't know what this is. It's like it's not a ganache that's been strawberry flavored. It's like the lamest sort of creme that you could put together, It's like super minimal. It's so small. They need more. But I bet you when they bake it, it simps down, right? That's why it doesn't stay up all nice and like a big filled cookie, like you see in all the pictures, right? But still, I mean, like that's their job, is to engineer it so that it works. I don't think it does. I don't think the strawberry, like, it's not like offensive by any means. Don't get me wrong. This is not a bad cookie, but it's not good either. The strawberry doesn't add enough to it. There's a texture issue that's like minimally annoying, like a little weird with the outside layer of when there's bits of the strawberry or whatever it is that are on the outside that got overcooked that make it a little like hard, like crunchy when the rest of it's all chewy. And then the fudge, the richness of that fudge overpowers what other flavor there is there. And not that you can't taste the strawberry, but I don't think it's highlighted, which is kind of the whole point, right? Like that should be that's the feature. That's the feature of this cookie. And I don't think they did a good job showcasing it. I mean, I guess that's what it comes down to. I don't think they did a good job. And I bet you dollars to donuts that they put the fudge in to counterbalance what was going on if it was just milk chocolate. Anyway, look, no one's gonna like hate this. This is not gonna like, I don't think it's like upsetting. I don't think it undercuts the value of Chips Ahoy or Stranger Things. I mean, it's a weird tie-in anyway, right? It's a little weird. Anyway, it is what it is. I think that it's fine. I guess if you're having a Stranger Things party, go get some of these. Sure, why not? No one's gonna like dislike them. But I wouldn't like go out of my way to get these. I don't think that they're like amazing. They're certainly not sticking around after Stranger Things is done. And I think it'll be a minute before you see more chewy Chips Ahoy Chewies with different flavorings in them. I get it. You would want to try this, but I also get why it doesn't really work. So that's my take on it. I'm going to rate the Chips Ahoy Chewy Stranger Things edition a 3 out of 5, like a decent 3. You've heard my criticisms of it, but like, just remember, like, it's fine. It's not, it's still fine, but like, fine is where we're leaving it. I don't think I'd go so far as to say good. That's just my take on it. You let me know what you think in the comments below if you've had a chance to watch this, chance to try this, and let me know what you think about Stranger Things. If you're going to watch the final season, if you've already watched the final season because this is the distant, distant future, maybe the reboot's up now. They'll do a reboot of it at some point. They won't let it die. I don't know. It'll probably all be done by AI and robots. Okay, thanks for watching, everyone. Have a good time in the Upside Down. See you next time. Bye-bye.